All right, long time no live. Hey everybody. So I'm Zakia, and you guys have been checking out my stories for a little bit, and we actually have a 30-pound block of our lemongrass that we're cutting today. And so I wanted to come on because number one, we have not been live for a while. I have a lot of announcements, and as I was starting to cut it, what had happened was I popped a string on my multi-bar slicer. I'm seeing some hearts. It looks like that is Fraser, all the way from Scotland. How are you, Fraser? I hope you are doing well. Hey, Kadeem, how are you? Please tell your mom I have her shower steamers ready to go. Hey, all right. So if you've been keeping up in my stories in the background, we've done 5-pound batches, we've done 7-pound batches, and now we actually have this baby right here. You can't bathe with this though. This is our 30-pound batch of lemongrass soap. Jenny! Hello, my dear. I need to take you outside. It's pretty bad out there. And that's where like the lemongrass, the peppermint, and the sage is growing. But Jetty is like a farmer, like a real deal, like planting trees and whatnot. She's going to come and help me do what I need to do so that we can actually start distilling our hydrosols with actual plants. All of those are dried herbs. Well, I'm getting off track. But welcome everyone. I'm Zakia of Natural Soap by Zakia, as well as Live Soap School and Virtual Experience Design Agency. And what we are doing today has to do with the By Zakia soap, right? So we're going to go ahead and cut this. Let me show you first, because let's hope the soap does not fall over while we are doing this. But what I was about to cut with is this one here. And as I was starting to do it, it popped. So I can't use this one. So now we have to do a bit of manual labor. And so with that manual labor, you guys are going to see, maybe on the video that you have watched in my stories, you get to see some of the sweat. You don't get to see the tears because I never put that on my story. But you're about to see some sweat because I never need to go to a gym because I make handmade products. My mom is here. Hello, Mom. So what we do is we take the bar or the entire loaf, just like this. And then we line it up right in the middle. And then you just got to use a little bit of elbow grease to push it through. And I have this lined up so that it stays even, Steven, and it doesn't get a different size. And we just push just like that. It gets easier to do as we get rid of some of the loaves because it gets lighter. Ugh. And that is music to a soap maker's ears when you hear that ting. And look, there is always both exercise as well as artistry in soap making, because look at the back. Now, you should have seen it first, but you know, depending on what you see, it is all up to you. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Hello, Madam Erica. How are you? So this is how we get to an individual loaf. So we go from that really large slab to now having just a loaf of the soap there. So this one is our lemongrass, and we're going to end up with 4 loaves out of this batch. First one done. Now for the second one. Line her up, just like that. Get it in the middle so it's not scraping along the sides. Hey, cousin, how are you? And now what we do is we just push through just like that. Boom. So here we start out with, and I just want to make sure it's even. I don't want to scrape any of the soap. So, if any of you ladies are wondering about working out, you don't need to when you make soap. Yeah, absolutely, positively do not need to, because you're lifting your oils as well as the finished batches. See, I'm already out of breath. See? And that's the inside of the loaf. Drea, how are you? Drea, you missed it. I popped one of my strings. Look, Drea is from Live Soap School. And she got me this as a gift. So I don't have to be on the struggle bus the way I am. But I popped it. So I got to replace the string. So we're back to the old manual labor. But which isn't too bad because now it's a little lighter. So here is the inside of this one. Boom. Show wale. Boom. And then there's the top right there. And it smells like lemon. Of course it would. We use lemongrass essential oil. Hold on 1 second. Now we got to get the last 2 loaves. And there's more because we now have to cut it into bars. Let's see. So we line her up again, very simple, and then you push. Now, the reason I bend while I'm pushing is I can use gravity instead of weight to try and get this to go through. Then I hold here so that stops moving. It lifted. And like that, we now have 4 loaves, but it's still too big. You can't be in the shower with this like singing in the bathtub. You can't do that. So we now have to cut it into individual bars, which is what you can use. So I'll bring it a little closer. So that's what the top looks like. That's the side. So there is beauty all throughout the bars. You see that? Yeah, I do. Go ahead, girl. All right. Now, we have the bars. The next thing we're going to do is slice it. In order to slice it, we have a multi-bar cutter, right? So I'll move this on here. Move that on there. I gotta get some parchment paper. And that just allows me to put the loaves onto it. So as we cut, we can place them nicely, as they say. We need a bunch of assorted bars, sis. Never got the last. Yes. Yes. Well, when you come to help out in our garden of, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on out there? It's a party pack. Just grab and go. Grab and go. That's what everybody does. All right. So now I'll take this out. Now I do have a tray of soap that I've already cut. That is this one here. Ugh. I don't know if you guys can see these. So this is what I'll end up doing. After I slice them into bars, they need to cure so the excess water goes out and you have a really firm bar of soap. So as you can see, this is how they'll look when we cut them into individual ones. But you can see there's a process. It goes from a slab to a loaf down to a bar. Before that, my nephew was here measuring out all the ingredients. So you have that. So now, in order to slice it, I do have some soap left over on here. Let me grab a paper towel. And then I just spray it with a little bit of alcohol. Oh man, we're gonna have to order no, they sent replacement strings. I just didn't have time to do it. I have everything I need to fix it, Drea. Everything. So I don't know if you guys can see the sweat beating up on my forehead, but that's what it's doing. So know that with every bar, not only is our secret ingredient love, but truly blood, sweat, and tears goes into the making of the product in a good way. It's not, well, sometimes it's bad tears when it just misbehaves, but for the most part, it's pretty good. All right, now to slice this, what we do is we just line it up, just like so. And then again, biceps, triceps, look out. Your girl's gonna be summer body ready because, you know, lifting and pushing, look, it's just all happening. So now what we do is we just push down and hope that I don't pop these strings. Push. Now my soap is pretty hard already. I've started doing a 50-50 lye solution, so there's not as much water. Here we go. And now we end up with individual bars. And then we just do that over and over again, and then we'll allow it to cure for about 3 weeks now. We won't have to do the full 4 to 6 week thing because there's not, as you can see how hard it is, there's not a lot of extra water in this batch. So they're gonna be ready to go pretty soon. Then I just take them off, trying to show you all the insides, and you're like, ooh, ah, I know you are. I know you want to smell it. There you go. There you go. Inhale. So if you're wondering what it smells like, the interwebs still have not given me smell-o-vision. However, if you were to cut a lemon in half and then go outside on the grass with that lemon, imagine lemongrass, right? That's what you're going to smell. So go with me there, and that's what these individual bars smell like. Hey, Tara. All right, so as you can see, we got this little itty bitty piece, which will be a lot easier to cut, hopefully. And then these are those end pieces that Jetty's always talking about. There's always something left over. She was like, just give me your ends. Give me your butts and your ends, and I'm good. So here's the inside. Lanisha, how are you? All right, so we've done that batch. On to the next loaf, right? But I'm running out of space up here, so I'm thinking I'll use this tray. Give me a second. Here's our parchment paper. So as we cut it, we'll just put it right on the tray, and that'll make it easy for me to kind of swing it around. And I'll swing you guys around in the soap studio so you can see like how it's all laid out and where all of this stuff is going to be curing. Zara says, smells. Thank you, baby. See, Zara, me and you are absolutely cool. She ain't gonna let me sit there like, no, I can't smell it. I can't smell it. She's like, nope, it smells amazing. Smells amazing. And lemongrass is one of those soaps that you want to use early in the morning. If you need that wake me up punch, it's just a really mood boosting kind of a smell. So when you're in the shower, you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. That's why. All right, so let's get these out of the way. And then as I cut them now, it won't disturb us. Oh, and that looks good on the video too. Let me see. Drea says, I can smell it through the phone. Yes, it's amazing. It really is. Hold on. And I don't know about you, but I did have COVID about 6 months ago, 7 months ago, right after I got like the shots and the booster, right? Whatever. And I still notice that every now and then I still get out of breath doing nothing. So they say that whole post-COVID kind of symptom things. I notice I'll just be talking and talking, and then all of a sudden it's like trying to catch my breath, which is very annoying. And it's also my excuse for why I don't run. See, I can't do it. All right, so let's go ahead and cut the next one. I'm gonna cut this one so it's this side down, just so you can see the back of the soap, and then you'll also see it when we go to take them out of the bars or out of the cutter. Again, I have to make sure that this is like level on the table because it'll just go flipping. Hey, Sharita. All right, push. Go down. I think I might need to tighten my strings because I shouldn't have to push it manually to get that final cut. See how I'm pushing through? I shouldn't have to do that. Although we're making lather tunes, that's what we'll call it. All right, here's the inside. See that? And each bar is unique in its own way. See that? You don't get that from store-bought soap. They all look identical. They're all like boring. And it has a bunch of nonsense in it that your skin just does not need. So then I just take them all off. And it's like rinse and repeat. We do the same thing over and over and over again. And then I'll swing you around and I'll show you where we're going to take these so that they can cure. You guys want to swing? Let's swing. Swing on level, left to right, right to left. All right, let's finish this one and then I'll take you over. Now before, when we were in the dining room, it was all in one spot. Like you could see everything that I was doing. There was no swinging, but we actually have a space for where we're going to cure the soap. So what I'll do is I'll stack this other batch right up here. I'll swing your partner around and around. So over there, you guys see that area? Mr. Anthony Watson, how are you? And what we'll do is we'll bring the soap, put it right up there. Ready? Got a song? Right here. Here we go. Everything is on wheels around these parts. Every single thing is on wheels. And as you can see, that's the reason why. So then we just take it and we put it on the curing racks. And then once they're finished curing, that's when I'll be able to, actually before they finish curing, I need to take their photographs, update the website, update the description, package them, label them, and start shipping them. So that's typically how that goes. Let me see. I see somebody said something. Hi, how are you? Sorry. Got a little close. I know that gets really loud when I get close to the camera. And then we just take it and we just line them up. Pretty straightforward. I don't know, can you guys see? I don't know if you can see this sign. I'll bring you closer over here. But I actually made that sign the very first time I was going to a vending event, right? I didn't have like a graphic designer or anything like that. So what I did was I said, well, I'm just gonna take my logo and I'm gonna put it on a banner that looks natural. No, you guys can't see it from over there. But I put it up here, I said, because it's always good to remember like where you started, all the little things that you did along the way. That's pretty cool. Oh, I didn't show you guys these, but look at the designs on the insides of these bars. You guys see that? Tell me that doesn't look like an Empress jetty right there. Look at that. And then this one there. And on the back. And here's the back of that one. And every one is a little different, yet similar. I don't know if that makes sense. but it does in my mind. So here's the thing about that. When I go to take a picture of the soap, you might not get a bar that looks exactly like the picture that I've taken, because this has 18 bars, which means there's 18 different designs inside. Now the ingredients are the same, the essential oils are the same. It's just that when I go to cut it, it just depends on what you're going to get. So we have that row done. I'm going to bring this back over here for our last two loaves. And then I'll take you, hey Shantae! All right, let me take you guys over. So this is the sign that I was, wrong way. Right here. This was the very first sign that I made in order to have my vending event. And so I know it's backwards because I didn't flip the whatever. But it just says the natural soap and by Zakia. Now, many of you know my company name has changed because we offer more than soap, which has always been our moniker. More than soap. You guys will hear more about that lately. But now the handcrafted products are simply by Zakia. By Zakia is the name of it. And then these are the shower steamers up here that my aunt has been asking for. There's a grapefruit one, a lemon one, and then I'm making the lavender one as well. Okay. So any questions? I have that shirt, short sleeve. I want that. Oh, hey, Raina. How you doing? I love this shirt. Mr. Ashby, we have to do our soap workshop at the Sharon Hill Public Library. But I wanted to come on because number one, it's been a while. Number two, there is a lot in store for Soap Nation. And you're wondering, who's in Soap Nation? If you watch these broadcasts, you are a part of Soap Nation. But over the past 2 years, I have built 3 very successful businesses completely online with no marketing. So I have the different systems, the different tools, all kinds of things, right? And so Soap Nation, the idea is we are raising the bar on ownership for anybody who has an idea, a skill, a craft, an ability. We are going to be making sure that you have the tools to do that. You need an online store? No problem. You need an email marketing solution? We got you. You need to learn how to publish on social media? I'm your girl. So I'm hoping that number one, once the app becomes available in 6 days, you will install that app, become a part of the community. If you need some soap, you need some really good skincare, you don't want to make it, you just want to get it, we have that. And if you want to learn about herbalism, let me give you a tour of our herbal cabinet, shall we? Yes, we shall. Hold on. So here are all, here, let me flip the camera. It's easier to do it that way. So these are all of the herbs that we have been using for different herbal treatments, as well as putting in our skincare. And I don't know if you guys can see this one here, but everything that we do, the secret ingredient is always love. However, it's always in the ingredients that we use. So people will get the soap and they're saying, well, how in the world is yours different? It's because we don't just use a regular olive oil. We will infuse it with a particular herb, depending on what we're trying to do, in order to make sure that that goes into your skin. What you put on your skin goes into your skin. And I hope that's one thing that you all realize and start paying close attention to what it is that you're using. So these are all of the herbs that we use. I don't know if you guys can see them. And you might know some of them. Others you may not be familiar with. But we'll be having a whole series on herbal education, on how to use it in your skincare products, as well as if you want to make herbal teas. So I am once again out of breath. And you can see this is kind of where we are with the soap studio. There's a lot that we have to do. We do have cameras pretty much everywhere. That's a camera That's another camera. There's another one over there in that corner. And then all of our supplies for making products are up there as well. So when Jetty comes up here and we're out in the garden, we'll be able to then turn around and use that still right up there to make our own hydrosols that we can then use in lotion, shampoo, conditioner, body oil, massage oil, all of that stuff, right? Well, no, we wouldn't use the hydrosol in the oils, but you get what I'm saying. So I am your girl, Zakia Ringgold, of Natural Soap by Zakia, or should we just say by Zakia, Live Soap School, as well as Virtual Experience Design Agency. The newest company is Move Backstage, which is an event planning software for organizers. So if you need help with your virtual events, call me. If you need natural skincare products, call me. And if you are trying to start your own online business, or you're just trying to grow your business so that it's online, call me. I have the tools, the knowledge, and the experience to make sure that you are successful. I'll see you later, Soap Nation. I'll see you later, Soap Nation. Bye, everybody.